Explain how you achieve 100 miles per gallon on diesel and how it goes from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. What's the secret? What's the size of the engine? Tell us more about the car. Let me ask you something. I don't know what you drove here, but let's pick your average car or SUV. Now put it in neutral. How hard is it to push? Pretty tough, right? It may sound a little silly, but when you work on cars and push them around all day, you start thinking about how efficient they really are. If you look at any car or SUV on the road, or even a semi-truck, how aerodynamic do you think they are? Not very aerodynamic, right? I drive a Silverado, and let me tell you, it's definitely not aerodynamic. There's nothing efficient about our cars anymore. So, how did you manage to achieve that? Is it the drivetrain, or is there something else? It's not about finding a magic bullet, which everyone wants. You make the car itself more efficient. Lower drag coefficient, lighter weight, less rolling resistance, and good design. The auto industry doesn't focus on this enough anymore. The reason I chose diesel is that it's a very flexible fuel. You can make biodiesel or even diesel from things like leftovers from the meatpacking or winemaking industries. It's incredibly versatile. Interestingly, even after I started talking about the car, nobody in traditional automotive media would cover it. But when it was just a concept, they'd report about it. Why is that? When it actually works, no one mentions it. It actually gets 100 miles per gallon, and I didn't even have all the fairings on it. The first time I took it out, we were just driving normally, and it still got 88 miles per gallon without even trying. The fact that gas is expensive makes it even more interesting. At $3 per gallon, it's much cheaper to drive this car, and that's significant when you think about fuel costs. Now tell me more about the engine in this vehicle. Is it conventional? What's the setup? The engine is turbocharged, which is good for diesel because it allows for some flexibility. You can cruise more efficiently, but if you want more power, you can crank up the boost. There's nothing crazy about the drivetrain. It's nothing revolutionary, but it works well. The engine I'm using has 130,000 miles on it. It's from a pre-Dieselgate Volkswagen. Speaking of Dieselgate, that was the huge scandal where Volkswagen allegedly cheated their emissions tests back in 2015. It's interesting how it all ties together with regulations on car companies, especially regarding diesel engines. Let's talk about the car's emissions. It has a serious catalytic converter, and we're also using exhaust gas regulation. Diesel does have its challenges with the EPA, but we'll see what happens in the future. The issue with government regulations is that agencies like the EPA create rules that have the force of law, yet they're not voted on by the public or elected officials. It's undemocratic. The Chevron defense ruling has shown how agencies can essentially make laws without any direct input from the people, which feels a bit like tyranny. We need lawmakers, not bureaucrats, deciding these things. This also affects innovation, because when you over-regulate, it stifles progress. Going back to the car I built, it got 104.72 miles per gallon the first time I took it out. I also tested it against a '93 Dodge Viper, a C7 Corvette, and a Tesla Model 3, and it beat the Viper by 1/10 of a second and matched the Corvette and Tesla. This car is impressive. It's not just about the numbers. It's about the ability to innovate and push the boundaries.